What's up guys, Justin here for S&S Archery. Hey, today's gear video we're going to be looking at the Hilleberg Anjan 3. This is a tent that I've been running this season. Can't say enough about this tent. I feel like it's bomb proof in any element other than maybe heavy snow. But this is a 3-season tent by Hilleberg. But this tent is made out of Kerlon 1000, so a great material, lightweight. The poles are 9mm, so they're very strong. Coming in at 3 pounds 8 ounces is your minimum weight, meaning your outer tent shell, your inner tent, and your poles. Your fully packed weight with basically your carry case for the poles, the stakes, and the tent itself, plus your stakes comes in at 4.3 pounds. So really, for what it is, pretty lightweight. This is a 3-man tent as listed by Hilleberg. I feel that this is perfect for 2 guys. 3 is going to be very tight. But what's nice about this tent is you have a front vestibule, and you're using every bit of space that the tent has to offer. So I will go ahead and show you guys how this thing sets up. Very simple process. First thing you want to do is obviously clear out your ground. You don't want no sharp sticks, rocks, or anything like that. Kind of slide it back to your desired position. What I like to do now is just go ahead and stake down the back so it's not moving around on me. They have these tensioners. They're really nice. So you want to start with them loose. And once you get the tent fully set up, you can tighten them down. Now that that's in, I'm going to go ahead and put in my first pole. Now with this tent, you're going to get 2 sets of poles, 1 replacement piece that comes in with your kit. You're going to have 1 long pole and 1 shorter pole. The long pole is going to have this red tape on it. So that's going to correspond to the red opening on the front of the tent here. You can only slide in the poles one direction. So basically on this side of the tent here, on this setup, is where this is going to go in. You can see it's open sleeve here. And on the back side, there's a nice little boot where that's going to fit in. Down here, you also have another tensioner. So you want to leave these loose to start. Once the pole's in, you're gonna just snug it up. Take your long pole, gonna go hit towards the front, slide it into the red notch. Keep working it around until it's seated in that boot. Like I said, leave the tensioner nice and loose, so that way it's easy to slide this into this little boot here, and then go ahead and tension it up. Once that's done, it's time to stake the front. Just wanna grab the front, pull it up, square it. Once you have that done, you can tighten up your straps here. You don't have to overdo it. You're just taking any of the wrinkles out, any slack of the tent. The last thing you need to do is your guidelines. You want to do these at a 45-degree angle for maximum strength. You can adjust these guidelines in or out with just a simple open up and then this little clamp system. This can come over and pin. But you have a very spacious vestibule up front, so putting your pack, any of your gear items up front, your weapon, that's a nice benefit. And like I said, this is a tube style, so you're climbing in one direction. You're going to sleep with your heads up towards the higher spot, so you're utilizing most of the space inside the tent. Nice thing about the Hilleberg is you have the outer shell of the tent and the inner. So this is going to be awesome for 2 things. One, when you're setting up the tent, say it's raining out, you already have your protective outer shell, so you're not going to get wet on the inside. Number 2, because there's an air gap between these, this tent's going to breathe very well. You're not going to have a whole bunch of condensation. You can run this as just the outer shell. There's these simple little loops here. All you're going to do is pop this through, and this whole inner tent's going to come out. So say you're up scouting early season, you want to run this ultra lightweight. Just run a small footprint, no inner tent. You can easily do this. They also have some accessories with these tents, so you can run just a footprint with the outer shell. You can run a full inner mesh tent as your inner. So there's quite a few options. One thing to note, on the back side, you do have some mesh, so you're going to get good airflow, front mesh and in the rear. But as you can see, very roomy inside. Like I said, definitely I would say perfect for 2 guys, even though it says it is a 3-man tent. You have a couple stash pockets up front, one on both sides. This is going to be nice for your cell phone, making sure that alarm's not underneath your sleeping bag so you wake up on time, just anything important, headlamp, stuff you need right away. If you guys have any more questions about the Hilleberg Anjan 3, please feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd be glad to help, and good luck hunting this year.